After killing the rockman, ancient Moon Desolate Yin got to the mountain midsection.
Oh human! You disrupted my sweet dream, yet you still desire taking away success goo. Let's see what you're going to do about this. Ha ha ha.
Love goo crashed into Chengbai Mountain, making the entire mound of stacked pebbles tumble. It smugly got away, leaving ancient Moon Desolate Yin behind, looking at the scene. How is she going to find that one and only success goo in the middle of all these chaotic rocks? Troubled, but was given no other choice, she returned to Cognition Goo for advice. After hearing what happened, Cognition Goo sighed.
Love Goo has always been demanding and unreasonable towards me and my child, Wisdom Goo. We do not want to confront it. Now that Chengbai Mountain has collapsed, you can only look through each of these pebbles one by one to find success goo among them. There is no other way. But you have to be careful, there are 2 goo on Chengbai Mountain. One is success goo, formerly located at the peak. The other is failure goo, which used to be at the bottom of the mountain. Failure is the mother of success, but it also has many other children. These pebbles are all success goo's siblings. As you pick them up, it is unthinkable what will happen. I'm letting you in on a secret here. As long as you continue to affirm your belief in yourself inside your heart, these unfortunate things will all disappear.
Then how do I know the one inside my hand is the right one? What do success goo and failure goo look like?
Cognition Goo sighed.
They look almost the same, but it is not difficult to tell the differences. Just hold them in your hands and you will learn their identities. As you look for success goo, failure goo will be your biggest threat. You must not touch it. Otherwise, you will be completely lost and your life would be in danger.
Hearing this, ancient Moon Desolate Yin nodded and showed her gratitude. Before she left, Cognition Goo warned her.
Do not say that I taught you that secret. If Love Goo comes to find me, I'd be in trouble. In the face of fanatic and toyful love, wisdom and cognition can only run away.
Don't worry, I won't expose you.
Ancient Moon Desolate Yin returned to Changbai Mountain. Seeing the huge pile of rocks, her heart was gloomy. Success was not easy to obtain, she would have to get down to the grimes and take on great risks to find it. Inhaling deeply, she picked up the first pebble. It looked like a normal rock, but once ancient Moon Desolate Yin held it in her hand, it started to shake gently. A cut appeared on ancient Moon Desolate Yin's palm. This one was not success goo, but one of its siblings, another child of failure goo. Shocked, ancient Moon Desolate Yin touched the wound on her palm, recalling Cognition Goo's words.
As you pick them up, it is unthinkable what will happen. As long as you continue to affirm your belief in yourself, inside your heart, these unfortunate things will all disappear.
So this is the bad thing that could happen.
Ancient Moon Desolate Yin finally understood. She started chanting quietly.
Me, 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 me.
As she chanted the words, the cut on her palm healed, leaving only a tiny scar behind. She tossed the first pebble away and picked up another rock. When she held this rock in her hand, ancient Moon Desolate Yin's heart jumped. An intense feeling of fear hit her. Ancient Moon Desolate Yin was shivering in fear, she wanted to run away, to escape from this place. She held on, kept chanting me. Eventually, after a long while, she felt the fear and heart reduced by half, so she picked up the third rock. It caused ancient Moon Desolate Yin to feel disheartened. She could not help but think.
I want to find that one and only success goo among these billions of rocks. How difficult is that? How long would it take me?
She could barely move anymore, feeling so much of her future shrouded in darkness. It was going to be difficult to find success goo. She almost wanted to give up, but the thought of her father being trapped inside the door of life and death got her going again.
If I give up, who will save father?
Ancient Moon Desolate Yin shuddered.
Oh no, I forgot to chant me.
She resumed chanting, got rid of the despair in her heart, then picked up another rock. Once the fourth rock was sitting firmly in her hand, did Ancient Moon Desolate Yin realize that her nose transformed into a pig's snout. She chanted me once again, which eventually got her nose to recover, but despite all of her effort chanting me, her nose was still slightly deformed compared to what it was. And like that, Ancient Moon Desolate Yin continued with her task, hoping to find that success Gu soon. But days passed by, and all she found was failure Gu's other children. Among them, some cut her, some made her feel dejected, despair and afraid. Others caused her to grow a pig's head, rat's tail. She kept chanting me non-stop, but some of the changes still remained on her even afterward. As they accumulated more and more, she had slowly turned into a monster. She grew 6 heads, 3 arms, 5 tails. She now looked like a centaur with 16 legs. Some were covered with soft furs while others had scales like snakes, or sharp claws, or tough hooves. In the search for success, people often change and become completely different. However, because of this, Ancient Moon Desolate Yin had also become much stronger. Having been through so much, she was now several hundred times more powerful than she was before. These pebbles could no longer harm her.
Success, oh success. Where in the world are you?
Her 7 mouths spoke together. Some were screaming, shouting, and whispering as the rest growled. The more she failed, the more Ancient Moon Desolate Yin desired success in her heart. As time went on, there were fewer and fewer unpicked rocks. Until one day, when there were only 2 pebbles left. Ancient Moon Desolate Yin was stuck between 2 difficult choices. Without a doubt, of these 2 rocks, one must be Success Gu and the other Failure Gu. If she were to pick Success Gu, her wish would be fulfilled and Ren Zu would be resurrected. But if she were to pick Failure Gu, she would be completely lost forever, despite her becoming a monster that was so much stronger. 1 step to heaven, 1 step to hell, which one should she choose? Ancient Moon Desolate Yin could not help but hesitate.
If I do not dare to take the next step for fear of failure, then I will never succeed. I am already so strong. Success is only a step away from me. Even if I were to pick Failure Gu, as long as I chant me, I should be able to endure it, right?
She mustered all of her courage and reached out to her pick of the 2 pebbles. Unfortunately, the one she picked was Failure Gu. An unforeseen feeling of loss and self-doubt started to fill her up.
Me.
Ancient Moon Desolate Yin continued to chant me. But her voices slowly died out, as one by one, all of her 7 mouths stopped moving. Her expression froze into a hazy daze. She had fallen into endless confusion, completely lost herself in it. The biggest tragedy for a human was to lose one's sense of self. If you enjoyed listening to Reverend Insanity, please give the like button a tap so I know if I'm doing something right. And don't forget to subscribe to receive the latest updates on Reverend Insanity audiobook.